Hey everyone, and welcome back. Long time no see. I'm here today because I wanted to share some exciting news that we're moving. This has been in the works for about 6 months. However, it just feels real now, and I'm sharing it now because we have the design meeting, which is the most important meeting. So let's backtrack to the beginning so that you understand the whole picture. In January 2021, we decided that we were ready to move from our current home. We actually wanted to buy a piece of land and build from the ground up. However, once we started looking, it just turned out to be not for us because exactly what we wanted, we couldn't find. Then we went and started looking into pre-construction communities in the area. I really feel that this community that we decided upon kind of fell into our laps, and it was super random. From like one day to the next, we decided. So one Friday afternoon, we visited the office of this community. We fell in love with the whole community. We fell in love with this particular model. The realtor let us know which houses were still available in the community, and we fell in love with one in particular. We are lake people. I currently live in a house on a lake. My previous house was on a lake, and my previous condo was on the intercoastal. So a lake was an absolute must-have for us. And this community had some houses still available on the lake. So we just fell in love, but the realtor then tells us, you need to sign by the end of the day because it will go up 10 grand tomorrow. What? Even though we were financially ready and we were ready to make the move, my husband felt so pressured because to be told that you need to give a deposit by the end of the day and sign a contract by midnight, we were kind of freaking out. Thank God my parents were over that night and we were all going over the pros and cons. And with God's blessing, my husband decided, yes, we're going to do it. So we signed the contract, wired the money over by midnight. And sure enough, guys, the next day, the house went up 10 grand. Once everything was finalized, they let us know that the build would take 12 to 14 months. Again, we signed a contract in January and it would be 12 to 14 months. So we're estimating February 2022. So I'm gonna plug in now the model which we decided so that you guys can have a look. A few months after we signed, we had our first meeting. In this first meeting, it was for permitting items, so anything that needed a permit, which needed to be sent to the city. So we didn't go crazy in this first meeting, but somehow still managed to spend $22,000. So what did we do? We did impact windows. We went ham on lighting. So we wanted the house to be very bright. We did a lot of recessed lighting on the first floor. We decided where lighting and J boxes would be if we wanted to do a chandelier, etc., etc. We raised outlets in some of the bedrooms for the TV, and we added a door to one of the bathrooms downstairs to make it a cabana bath for easy access from the backyard. We did not do a pool with the builder because we wanted to do a pool ourselves after the fact. After that first meeting, things went silent and we were a little bit worried because we were like, what is taking so long? Why haven't we heard from anyone? We had been periodically checking on the community and we saw that things were progressing, but we were just worried. And then boom, finally, this week, the last week of July, we got our call for the design meeting. They wanted us, so they called us yesterday, okay? So they called us on a Thursday, and they wanted us to be there on Monday, ready with all of our final decisions on the design. And we were like, no, that's not happening. we're not ready. So thank God we pushed that meeting back, because they then sent us an email of all of the upgrades that we can do. And when I say it's pages upon pages, PDF upon PDF, it's insane. The amount of things you can upgrade is mind-blowing, and the amount of money that you can spend is mind-blowing. But it is extremely important to have a budget and to allocate it accordingly into the areas that you want to upgrade first and that are important. So for us, we're spending the most amount of money and the most amount of upgrades in the kitchen, because to us, that's where we're gonna be, that's where we're gonna entertain. So we want the kitchen to be beautiful. So we're gonna spend this weekend visiting different cabinetry companies and tile companies, flooring companies, et cetera, so that we can compare prices to us doing it after the fact versus doing it with the builder. That's what my husband is in charge of. That's what he's doing. We're gonna go do that, do comparables, so when we have our meeting, we are ready. Yes, I already have all the designs in my head of how I want everything to look. So when I go to that meeting, I'm gonna have it all printed and beautiful so that they can see. So yesterday I put a question box on Instagram, so I thought I would answer some of those questions in this video, and I'll do that throughout the whole process. Okay, so the questions. Of course, everybody's asking, why are we moving? I wanted to read this one in particular. So why are you moving? Your townhouse is perfect. I actually don't live in a townhouse. We live in a 2-story, 5-bedroom, 3 full bath house on a lake. However, if you know where I live, you know the city that I live in, I'm not too keen on it. I don't love the city. Where we're moving, which is Pembroke Pines, we used to live there, and I absolutely love Pembroke Pines. If you know the city, you know that everything is there, and now I'm always going over to Pembroke Pines. So why not just move there? So why? Why are we moving? We knew that this was not going to be our forever home. We've been here for 4 years, and it's just time. We wanted to find somewhere that was going to be a forever home. We wanted more land, and we wanted a bigger home. So why? We wanted a bigger house, and we wanted more land. Okay, next question. What city/part of South Florida are you moving to? Pembroke Pines. Is your style and decor changing for the new house? Yes. So in this house, I don't know what style you would call it. I don't know. This is like modern farmhouse type of style. I'm going more for a French modern. If you guys know Stella Jane, which you have to know who she is, and it's a must follow on Instagram, we're literally just copying her house. That's what I'm doing. Look up Stella Jane. That's my house. Next one, congratulations. Are you guys going with level 1 or level 2, etc.? So a lot of the things that we're picking, I want to say are level 3. We haven't decided on the flooring yet, but we were looking in level 5 flooring. So all of our upgrades are kind of all over the place. Some things are level 1, some things are level 3, but we're more in like the level 3 area. Okay, next question. What are you most excited about in your new home? Congrats. Okay, so I am dying for our pool and gazebo backyard area. Super excited for that. And I'm super excited because we are gonna have a great room that's ginormous, and the seating, and I'm just so ready to entertain. I love hosting Thanksgiving. So I'm just most excited for 2 things, sorry. Pool and our great room. What was your non-negotiable in the new house? Non-negotiable was a lake. I didn't want to be looking at anybody tanning in their backyard. Okay, pros and cons of buying versus building. So throughout this video series, we'll discuss like the pros and the cons. But the reason why we didn't want to just buy a house, because we were going to have to tear everything inside and build it to the way that we wanted. So why not just buy a pre-construction home, and from the moment you purchase it, build it exactly how you want. Next question, who is your builder? So unfortunately, I can't disclose who the builder is on YouTube for legal reasons and privacy reasons. Okay, so that's basically it for the questions. Everybody just wanted to know, why are we moving? Okay, so I hope that this video makes sense and that it's in a timely order for you guys so that you guys understand the whole process thus far. And I'll be taking you guys along with me so you guys can see what we're kind of going for. And of course, I'm going to take you guys along secretly in that design meeting. Thank you guys so much for watching. See you on the next video.